The second one, this is actually a question that I got from a CEO not too long ago that asked, why should we value nature and why should we care for it? And I would say right away that it was not sort of a provocative question in any sense. It was more coming from a place of curiosity and wanting to be able to connect nature and business more. So here are some of the things that I said to him. And well, first of all, I would say there are lots of reasons and there's lots of value to that the ecosystem gives us people and businesses. But let's start with the business side. For many companies, there are components that are coming from the natural system, raw materials or parts of it or energy or anything that is sort of relying on the natural system. So at a very foundational level, I would say that many companies couldn't even operate or couldn't deliver the type of products and services they had if we did not have the ecosystem around us. So it's kind of foundational for the business. If we look at it from a human point of view, it's even more essential because we would not have access to drinking water if it wasn't for nurturing systems that filter and cleans it for us. Most of the foods, or well, all foods we have is actually coming out of the system, so we wouldn't be able to eat. But also just looking at something like pollinators, 75% roughly of all foods come out of or needs pollination. So without those, we will have a vastly different food system around us. But also medicine, if you look to that, there are many of the medicines that we have today that derive from nature or is inspired by it. So the ecosystem is in so many ways helping us and supplying us with resources and everything that we need. So we should cherish it more and we should care more for it, but we don't. And there are, I think, many reasons for that. But if I were you and sitting thinking, well, perhaps we should do a little bit more, but what should we do? I would say you could start by very practical, simply start living by the old virtue of saying, use what you need and need what you use, because one of the problems is a massive overconsumption of all types of materials. And so just starting there would be really good. But apart from that, I would take a more strategic and business-rooted focus and start to assess, not minute details, but just sort of the bigger picture. And the 80-20 approach, once again, is good. But to figure out and understand where is it that we have our biggest impact and where are we most vulnerable to it. I would kind of go about this and map it out just in the bigger chunks, see what they are and start to plan what could we do to maximize our positive impact and minimize the negative impact that we have. So that's it. And then I would say a final thing I would do is, if I were you, I would get out to nature more, right? Just like I am here in this lovely little forest. Spend more time outside, because when we engage it and spend more time with, we are as humans prepared to do more to preserve. So a simple little hack, and it's also going to be massively good for you and your brain.